Welcome back to another Gran Turismo video, and this video really shows our love-hate relationship for this game.
Mediums on front.
First off, we are starting with, really, we never qualify on pole, and yesterday it happened twice. It happened right here in the Super Formula race, which was the Nations race. And also it happened in the Supra Cup, which is what the main part of our video is going to be on. So this is just our qualifying lap here. I feel burned not at all. You know, I don't believe that that's part of the game, so I sort of refuse stubbornly to do that, as we don't get a good run out of that corner, which obviously annoys me. I saved all of my overtake for this one lap, so it's sort of, regardless of whether you fuel burn or not, with the overtake button on this vehicle, it's really just a one shot at getting a good lap time. So using the overtake button when I come out of corners just to try and get up to speed a little bit. I don't think it should be used for top speed. It's used for acceleration, I think. This is the hardest part of the course. Really got to cut that last one as much as possible as we overtake around the corner. And we're coming in, actually setting pole.
It's not enough though. They're going to come back at me. Oh my god! What is this? What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Now this was after the Super Cup, so second pole. But let's see what happens here.
No!
I actually mistake the planes going overhead for the sound to go. And here it is. The Portuguese player spinning out on the main straight, hitting into me, which then I claim someone else, unfortunately.
The planes put me off, man.
And I've got full damage.
And I've got
someone
damage
span
because someone
on the
crashed
straight.
into me.
So that is my race just completely ruined. Apologies to these guys, but I just could not turn. Luckily, I have a smile on my face.
I can't go any faster than this.
Can't go any faster. And looking at the car,
I've got damage.
everything but the back, the rear left wheel is damaged.
I can't turn because I've got damage. Fuck this game, man. Fuck this game.
And that is the FIAs, ladies and gentlemen.
I've still got damage. Come on.
And there we go. That is why we hate this game. Finishing in 15th, though. A little bit of a recovery, but very disappointed. Didn't do that race again.
We're going to get around,
which is
so we're going to have
a
one
problem, because the
lap.
reason I do FIAs is for the content. It's for you guys. I don't do it to get points and to try and win. I do it for you guys. And the last couple of times I've done it, all I've done is one nations and one manufacturers. I can't bring myself to do any more. It's for a multitude of reasons. If you want to go deeper into the problems of GT Sport, and go watch Tijani Racing. He made a fantastic video highlighting a couple of things that should be changed in the game, so definitely go and watch that. Anyway, onto this. We started on the lap before my pole setting lap, and I made the decision just to hang back off of this guy in front of us, because I knew that I was faster than him on that first corner. So I gave myself some space, so I got around the first corner, so then I would be in the slipstream. Slipstream was so important in getting a fast lap time on this. I thought I messed it up right now. The guy on the right there kind of put me off. I have actually hit the wall. Look at that disappointed face. But coming into the last corner, we get a nice smooth run. Use probably just a little bit of suck there. You see that we are riding properly on the limit of our fuel as well. And coming across, I tell you what, the sound of getting pole is very, very nice, and something that I just don't hear very often. Obviously, this is pure luck. We didn't plan.
It's a pole, bitch!
or practice at all for this, which is obviously a massive massive problem. If you want to do well in the FIAs, you have to practice.
The strats, chat. The strats.
You have to put in time thinking of how you're going to race within the race.
No one saw it coming.
Which is something that we don't do too much. So, a quick run through of the order there. C.S. Smith was in the couple of lobby races we did earlier on in the day, so I know he's kind of fast, and he will play a role
this is new.
In this game. Yes, James.
When have we ever started here?
Not many times, James. Not many times at all. So here we go. Apparently, it's a fuel-saving race. But the good thing is...
Let's get it, though.
It's not a fuel-saving race mixed in with tyre wear. Now, the strat that we're going to do is when we pit in, we're not going to change our tyres. So we're going to save a little bit of time not changing tyres in the pits.
Oh, yeah. You think you're going to get me, huh?
And then
you think you're going to get me?
So, some of the problems are, obviously, the tyre wear in the nations and the manufacturers is ridiculous. The Super Formula that we just saw there was 25 times. 25 times! So, one lap equals 25 laps of wear on the tyre. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, in this race, tyre wear doesn't really matter. We're on hard tyres. So we've only got to worry about the fuel, which we'll focus on in a little bit. As P Zippy is giving us a little bit of pressure here. You don't really want to fight this early in the race. Really awkward corner, this corner, because with this car it's a slidey boy. So going too hot, you end up sliding, you lose a lot of time.
We've got a gap here
on the way out. Yep, noticing that me and P Zippy
I might just try and fuel save
have a gap.
I might just actually play a little bit smart now.
That is right, James. Play a little bit smart, especially in these fuel-saving races. Because you have the drag, because you have the suck behind the racer, you can just sit behind and fuel save. So, we're in 6th gear here. Probably going to short shift to 7th in a second.
Smart, baby.
Just be smart, James. There we go, short shifting to 7th.
Me and this P-Zip could just run away, man.
Using
run away.
The car in front just to save that little bit of fuel, because he's going to pull us along. We don't need to rev to the limit. We see the Portuguese guy 1.2 seconds behind us. I like to brake early on this last corner so I can get a nice smooth run out. The problem is, if you late brake, then you sort of slide a little bit, I think.
If it gets to the end of the race and I have an opportunity to overtake him, I'm just going to let him have it.
Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. I'm not going to do that. So 1.2 seconds behind here. I don't want to go for the move. I'm just going to give him space. So I'm sort of lifting off the gas there. Actually getting a little bit too close for comfort there. But for no practice, I actually enjoyed driving this car on this track. Mainly because there are only 3 corners.
I wonder if he's, like, not fuel saving, though.
Yes, so at this point in the race, we are now questioning everyone else's strats. Shout out to Paul for giving us the idea for the strat to not change tyres. As you can see over my...
There's no way you can do a no-stopper.
My left shoulder, the tyre wear isn't really an issue right now. A little bit deep on there. You see the sliding and that gap that's created in front of us, but as we've been fuel saving...
What?
We can just rev it just a little bit, as we are surprised to see the Portuguese guy.
Maybe he's doing a no-stopper.
But who knows? Some people were saying that it was a no-stopper, but if you see the laps remaining on the bottom right there, it's 5.3, and there's still way over that left in the race. As P Zippy just hits the wall there. I've gone in with the idea, or the way of thinking in the FIAs, that I'm just going to baz it around, and if that means I have to then pit and then fight my way through traffic, that's going to be more enjoyable, especially for me and for you guys watching, than me just going around at 60% trying to, you know, fuel save a little bit. Sort of pressured into a little bit of a mistake there, just now on a wider line as we got P Zippy on the inside, and the Portuguese guy
is up behind us now,
who has the slipstream, so he's going to poke his nose in the picture just down the bottom left.
Squeezing that gap.
You squeeze it, Richard Mora. Something about this race that I will say is that it was very clean. I think there, I just tapped into him there because I was trying to go for the cut there.
You go for it, brother.
It was very, very clean.
Oh.
I think he's flashing his lights there. I give him a little flashback just to apologise or say that we're okay and we're on with the racing again. Super, super clean. As now the Spaniard puts his nose into the fight here. He's just coming up on the inside there. I'm more than content just to chill out. You see how early I brake there, and then a flutter of the brakes as we go through just to keep the car nice and stable. See it, the car just sliding out there. Very nice, very clean racing. Yes, very scary.
That's scary.
Very scary indeed.
What's up, Bryant? Don't shift to 7th. I'm saving a little bit of fuel. I know it's faster if I keep going in 6th, but...
When you're on the outside, especially these tracks when we have walls, we're used, well, at this level anyway, we're very used to the player on the...
Under the oppression
on the
that,
inside,
I save a little bit of fuel.
squeezing the player on the outside and just into the wall. Didn't happen in this race, so I'm very impressed by the level of racing in this lobby. Well done. Well done, other racers.
I'm not really sure if I want to go past. We're going to suffer because these guys have got a strat, right? They've got a strat. They're going to...
See, already thinking about what strat I'm on, what strat they're on. You should be just thinking about racing.
No stopper and they're ridiculously fast somehow. Or they're just fuel saving and they will do a stop.
So right now, lap 6 of 13... If people are going for an undercut, which would only really work if we had tyre wear, so it's not really going to work. We're not going to see anyone go into the pits on lap 6. So now we're on lap 7. This is the lap that people should really be pitting on. It's basically halfway through the race. And this means that the second half of the race you will have the better tyres if you choose to change those tyres. Just sitting behind Richard here.
Trail of people behind, that's fine.
Just sitting. The guys behind are catching up. I'm fine with that. As the Spaniard is going to go for exactly the same move that he did a lap or so ago. That's fine. We'll let him go in there. You carry on, Ruben. A little bit slidey. Hopefully he doesn't slide and catch it, which is very good. So right here, I actually forget. I'm not looking at the laps.
Let's go, CC.
But look at the fuel here, 2826. That's what people are left with. And looking at my fuel, we have 18. 18 on our fuel. So we've saved so much more fuel than those guys. And me and this CS Smith, we could run away with it here, but I had a terrible corner there.
We're not going to win it. That was a terrible corner.
Yep, there you go, James.
They already come out the pits.
So it's not a very long pit stop in this.
I didn't even see the lap, to be honest.
Yep. It's the lap. Yep, James.
I didn't
it's
see
lap
how much
8 now.
fuel they went in with. This is bad.
So this is now the overcut.
This
so
is
if
bad.
we were changing tyres, then we would have really good tyres for the last stint of the race. But obviously we're not going to change tyres. As you look over my left shoulder, the tyre wear just isn't bad at all. So we're actually going into the pits 1 lap later with 10 fuel. More fuel than those guys
tires, see if that's quicker.
Who went in the lap before.
We need to pit,
Smith doing a good job there as well. He's got 14, and everyone around here
maybe those people are going for
11, 6. Gonna just fuel it again. We're gonna drive exactly the same. I put in a little bit more so I could rev it if needs be. As we come out on lap 9, 10,
right,
11,
well, the
12,
guys that we
13 laps to race. And we've got 5 laps of fuel, so it's pretty much perfect. So we can just drive it as normal, really. We don't need to fuel save at all. Maybe a couple of short shifts down to 7th. Or up to 7th.
Zottel, I don't think Zottel's pitted in.
Yep, and Zottel hasn't pitted in. So he's going to go into the pits. He's going for the overcut. As we haven't got the fastest lap time, but that doesn't really matter. Shifting down to 6th, trying to keep it nice and smooth.
There goes Zottel.
Zottel into the pits on 0 fuel. He has timed that pretty much perfectly. Well, for his strat, I guess. As we're coming over the line, we've got 4.4 laps remain at 4.3.
Right, we are 1 second off the guy in front.
1 second off the guy in front, and we are catching rapidly. I'm not really sure what they did. They must have underfueled and been like, okay, we're going to fuel save. Very sketchy moment. Very.
Lost it. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Okay, we've got 4 laps remaining. I can rev a little bit harder.
Yeah. The problem with this Supra, especially with being on the controller, is that snap.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That snap. If it's sliding and you go to correct it and it snaps, you are done. So that was a very, very risky, scary movement there. But you see how easily we're just catching them. Very, very strange. They must just be short shifting. They must be on a different fuel mapping setting.
11, 12, 13 to go.
3 laps to go. As we just breeze past this guy. Very, very shocked I was in the race, to be honest. Didn't really know what was going on. Apparently we've just been driving really, really, really well. There's a nice move out there and into the slipstream of your boy in front of us. And the thing is, because we've got so much fuel, we can rev it. You can see the difference.
Why am I just going past them so easy?
I don't know, James. I don't know. It's just we've fuel saved correctly and gave ourselves the best opportunity to drive the car as fast as possible, which is what racing should be. We shouldn't be worrying about, oh, I need to save this, I need to do that. No. When do you ever see that in races? It's 100% all the time. That's what we want.
What's going on?
As racers, that is what we want. The Italian in front of us just weaving just a little bit to try and shake us out of the slipstream. As we come on to the penultimate lap. Don't really want to chuck it up the inside. It's been a clean race so far. Maybe on a different day, a different angle level, we might have sent it there, but we've been smart. Into the slipstream again. You can just see the difference in acceleration at the corner. As we nicely go over there. I'm pulling all the way to the left to stop him instantly jumping into my slipstream. As we come around this smooth left-hand corner. Being smooth is the most important thing to be in this Supra. The momentum that you carry in and out of corners is what is going to win you races. And now we're on to the last lap.
We need to go defensive because he might turn it up, mightn't he?
1.2 laps of fuel remaining. Oh, someone actually
just had to pit.
Went into the pits, not judging it correctly. One of the boys who was sitting in third, I think, before that, not judging the fuel correctly, trying to go down again, trying to break that slipstream. He's going to follow us in though. See, the only thing that's going to rock us now is if we make a mistake.
Win a race? What is this voodoo?
What is this voodoo witchcraft, James? I have no idea. We're not used to it.
What is this voodoo, chat?
It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. But this is what we're saying. The love-hate relationship with this game. Everything in this race went right. And I know it's racing, and racing doesn't go to plan. But the stark comparison between the Super Formula race
run out of fuel?
and this race is ridiculous.
We won a race! Let's go! The power of the pizza! Fuck yes! Let's go. I have no idea how we just won that, chat. 1,400 points!
And there we go. There's a victory. Little victory shimmy as well.
That's going to be a damn video. Bitch.
Yes, it was, James. Yes, it was. And there it is. The love-hate relationship that we have with this game. It can go from love to hate in a blink of an eye. But that's racing. And that's why we love it. Thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing. We'll see you in the next one.